Hi, everybody. This is the ETF King on StockTwits. I wanted to give you guys a quick look into what I'm watching for the coming week and coming months as we start to move into the late summer season in the market and maybe into a fall correction. And I wanted you guys to know how I'm positioning myself ahead of that and ahead of the Fed interest rate hike, and wanted to get you some insight into what I'm doing right now and what I'm watching. So the first stock that I like is FIS. This stock had a textbook cup and handle chart pattern. It finished up about 87.50, and now it's back in a consolidation phase. I think this consolidation phase is complete, and I think it's going to resolve itself to $90 plus. And after that, I think a good target for this stock is $100. It's got great fundamentals, good cash flow, good earnings, and I'm totally bullish on it. And I think it's going way higher. And the next stock that I want to talk about is stock ticker OA, Orbital ATK. It's aerospace and defense. I think it's a good time to have aerospace and defense in your portfolio. I mean, it is for me, and I'm watching this stock here, and I see that we've had a triple bottom, and we bounced pretty hard off it. And other than that, I see a lot of basing and movements higher, basings, movement higher, basings. And I think the next movement higher is going to be to $120. At the very least, I expect $110. That's just what the technicals are saying. And I really like this, especially given the geopolitical risk we have with North Korea right now. The next stock is a little bit more traditional, more recognizable. We got Starbucks. We see in the chart a lot of support at the price level it's at currently. It really has sold off from the beginning of June up until now. But right now, the rate of declines starting to slow, and I don't think it's a coincidence, especially given that we have all these support levels at 57.50. The stock may come down and retest that, but my guess is that it's going to start to bottom out right here and continue the long-term trend higher. I just think this is a great opportunity to own a really good stock that's paying, I think, a 2% dividend. So I think the technicals are really good on Starbucks, and I'm definitely going to be adding this to my portfolio soon. The next stock I want to talk to you guys about is it's a long-term holding of mine. It's Apollo Commercial Real Estate. I love the chart pattern here, and there's a ton of support. But the best thing about this stock is that it pays a 10% dividend, and it has an unbelievably good long term chart. You could just sit on this and collect 10% every year and let the beauty of compounding interest do the rest. I'm really bullish on this company. Great fundamentals again, like FIS, and I'm confident that this is a good holding for any portfolio, whether you're a trader just looking for some solid cash flow or a major investor looking for something that you can hold and keep your portfolio going, have little volatility, and you have the Apollo name backing it up, which is another just phenomenal thing to have in your portfolio. So the next stock that I was looking into is HPT. It's Hospitality Properties. It's a real estate investment trust. It pays, I think, a 7.5% dividend. The chart isn't as good as ARI, so I'm not as confident about it. But as I look to the longer term chart, there's very little volatility, and it's paying 7.5%. So to me, this is a good setup, and I like it in my portfolio. I like the fact that I'm getting consistent cash flow, and I really don't have to worry about it at all. And the last stock that I want to analyze for you guys is Icon Enterprises, IEP. IEP's really sold off over the past 3-4 years, but it's coming into major support levels, and at the same time, it pays a 12% dividend. So I think it's a no-brainer here for me and my portfolio. I'm confident in the Icon name. It's got really good fundamentals. They're turning out a lot of cash flow, and I think it's a good investment. So that's all for you. That's my first weekly newsletter. I hope you guys got something out of this in my analytical work, and I hope you can start to see my strategy going forward and blending the technical and the fundamental side. And I hope you guys have good trading and a good week ahead. Thanks.